And finally, Soumya Gokulam breaking the deadlock.
Soumya scoring that opening goal for Gokulam, their 29th goal of the campaign. And right now a 1-0 lead. I think on the balance of play, they deserve to be at least 1-0 ahead. Meanwhile, East Bengal, who got their only win of the season on the first match day. After that, they haven't won any games. It has been a difficult season, and once again, they are facing a game that has been the story for them throughout this season. And Gokulam, I think they will be trying to at least to put in a commanding performance. They will try to at least end the campaign with a commanding win, as I think they know that their fate is not in their hands. Those two draws, one against Kickstar and one against Setu, is ultimately coming back to haunt them. As this time Odisha are now looking well on their way to win this season's IWL crown and will play in the inaugural audition of the AFC Women's Champions League proper, and it will be big for Odisha team. The franchise was formed almost 2 years back in the last season, and in 2 years' time, they are going to have their first IWL crown. What a story for Odisha, Junaid.
It's been a brilliant story for Odisha FC. Here's a Sandhya Ranganathan. Lays out for Fazila. Parried over by Melody Chanu. Brilliant work there. Brilliant goalkeeping from Melody, who has been a standout performer for East Bengal FC. Gokulam with 7 strikes so far in the first 33 minutes. Coming back to the topic of Odisha FC, Keval, they have been absolutely phenomenal. A lot of India internationals in their ranks. Right from the get-go. Crispin Chetri. Indumati Katurisin coming in, and Sandhya Ranganathan fires it home to double up the lead for East Gokulam Kerala. East Bengal FC defense ball happening once again. It was from a corner, from a set piece. Delivery coming in. Laid off there by Soumya Gokulam. Ratnbala for Sandhya Ranganathan. Gets a deft touch to it. Towards the right of the goalkeeper. Gokulam Kerala FC go 2-0 up at the 35th minute mark here after
Goal
the
for
EMS
Gokulam
Corporation
Kerala
Stadium.
FC by jersey number 9, Sandhya.
Been absolutely phenomenal. The ball comes down to those 2 draws that they managed against Kickstart and Setu FC. Otherwise, they have been a team par excellence. There's Ratnbala. Carried away by Binumala. Swathi gets dispossessed. Ratnbala on the ball. Lays it off for Sandhya.
Just give Melody Chanu take the ball there. Gokulam, after scoring the first goal, have scored the second one inside 2.5 minutes, if I'm not wrong. And I think once again looking really strong to at least score 3 or 4 in total, or if not more, because they are a team who are known to score goals for fun with the attacking unit they have, the likes of Fazila, the likes of Anju Tamang, who has started on the bench, interestingly, in this game. And right now, Gokulam are 2-0 ahead against this West Bengal teams. Soumya trying to turn there. Still has the ball. Gives it back in the midfield. This is wonderful. Bit of feed there. And could be another chance for Gokulam. Tries to get the cross in, but it will be a corner. I think it was Tangmi Greece, if I'm not wrong, who was there, who won that corner for Gokulam. As Gokulam continue to apply pressure. This is their fifth corner of this first half, and it has been a one-way traffic throughout this first half, except one or two attempts for East Bengal. There's Gokulam once again. In comes the shot, and Melody Chanu almost spilling it again, but in the end, she is lucky that there is no one to score from that rebound. I think once again it's Tangmi Greece with that attempt, and Melody with that half-hearted save, and was lucky to get that on the second attempt. Could control this from Sulanjana Rao. Still Sulanjana, but this is out. Asarata Devi clears it. Question back with Gokulam Kerala. And right now Gokulam Kerala in control of this game after scoring those two quick goals. And that is Sandhya. Tam dropping deep in that number 10 role, trying to link up the play. This is a wonderful feat. Trying to maybe find a teammate there. I think it's maybe Ratan Bala or the other player that was driving forward for Gokulam. And I think for Gokulam, they will certainly learn that they cannot afford to slip up with a team like Odisha in the IWL, because at this level, I think those small margin, those small mistakes. Oh, this could be a chance for Soumya. Can she find a teammate? Oh, there was 3-on-2 there, and somehow Soumya could not find a teammate, and Gokulam could have scored that third there, Junaid.
That's right. That was a decent opportunity there. Fazila, Soumya, they were open for another one. Had to receive the ball a bit early. Could have been 3-0 before the half-time mark. Here's Shilki. Lobs it over and finds Soumya. Soumya to Fazila. Controls, gets the strike away. Just wide of the target. Change in the first half. Margaret Devi goes out and Cindy is going to come on. Good to see fans turning out to support the home team.
Substitution for East Bengal FC. Jersey number 75, Margaret, replaced by
Try and
jersey number
strengthen that
8,
midfield.
Cindy.
East Bengal have been able to let it slip away quite easily in the first half. Beatrice hasn't been tested. Like you mentioned, Keval, it's just been one-way traffic so far. Nothing has come in response to those two goals from East Bengal FC. Here's a Sathi taken away by Asim. Sandhya trying to build up from the back. Goes all the way back to Kritina. Ratan Bala. Azasha towards the left. Missed it past and Parmeshwari gets to the end of it. Here's Sarita. Cindy with her first touch. Parmeshwari. Sulanjana gets dispossessed. Same wins it back, but ends up giving it away. Now they have settled down in the game after those two strikes, Keval, because East Bengal FC, they've just sat back. There hasn't been progression coming in from them, and whenever an opportunity breaks, Gokulam Kerala with a chance will try and convert this and put this game to bed straight away.
with the firepower they have up front, I think Gokulam can certainly score goals very quickly. In comes the shot. Again hits the woodwork. Fazila on the rebound, but she is offside. That's the second time Gokulam have rattled the woodwork in this first half. I think Fazila was the first one, and this time Tangmi Greece with that really good attempt, generating enough power, and also a bit of swall on that ball as well. And Tangmi now has total 2 attempts, and still 3 minutes plus the added time left. Again, Soumya is offside on this occasion. I think made her run too early there. And talking about the other game, Odisha kick-started is still 3-0. As Odisha look well on their way to win their first IWL title. Those 3 goals inside the first half really doing the damage for Odisha and also ending hopes for Gokulam if the scoreline remains the same in both in that match and of course this match as well. Gokulam are winning this, but they needed a favor from Kickstart, and right now it looks highly unlikely that Kickstart gonna score 4 goals because Odisha have only conceded 4 goals throughout this IWL season. They with Gokulam have the best best defense in the league tonight.
So that's right, and Odisha, they knew what was at stake before they came into this picture. They had to get those 3 points, and especially the quality of the side they have, they weren't going to give any sort of sniff. It's a brilliant ball again for Fazila Ikpapu there with another run coming in from her. Melody Chanu grabbed it quite comfortably in the end. Ball goes down to that first day of the season. Gokulam at home, drawing the game against Teku FC. It has come back to haunt them. A draw to quick start and a defeat at the Kalinga to the Odisha FC team. A foul was also conceded. Zila having a quick word with the ref. They haven't been lucky to score a couple more. Gokulam Kerala FC hitting the woodwork twice in the first half. Dying moments in the first half. Looks like it's going to be Fazila Ikpapu who will be the main orchestrator behind this one. Great Fazila! Well done in the end by Melody Chanu. That was kept on target. Fired it past towards her right. That is it over. Good opportunity there for Fazila Ikpapu Keval. Good strike, in fact. Keeping it on target.
Really good strike that from Fazila, top scorer of this season IWL. Meanwhile, another strike comes, another save by Melody. She had to make, I think, at least 4 or 5 good saves in this first half. This time, Shilkit Devi with that strike. Hit it well, hit it with the power, and I think goalkeeper Melody had it covered near the left-hand post there. The front post. 3 minutes of added time. We are in the first minute of the added time. Corner taken shot, Ashratha Devi on the ball. And I think Sandhya is there. The last touch from the defender, and it will be another corner for Gokulam Kerala. A dominating first half performance from them. Once again, another short corner taken by Ashalata. In comes the cross. I think Shilkit Devi maybe has picked up something there. This is stopped there. Here is Sulangana Raul for East Bengal on the ball. Gets it back. And I think Shilkit is down. And I think referee has now spotted it. And they will take the time to assess Shilki and as we approach the end of the first half, I think how do you assess the performance of Gokulam Kerala in this first half, Junaid?
It started off quite slowly, but as the game progressed, they had it by the scruff of its neck. 2 goals in the first half, and that should be more than comfortable for them to go on and win this game from here. It's not going to have any sort of ramification as far as the title contention is concerned. Because the game in Kalinga, at Kalinga perhaps in Odisha, is done and dusted. There's no way Kickstart can sort of make a comeback from there on. They have made a comeback against Setu FC in the previous fixture that they have played. 2-0 was what they were trailing with at the halfway mark. But then 2 goals in the second half. But this is Odisha FC side. Pretty strong, won't give anything away. Sarita. Shubhani from the left. Is given away a bit poorly there. Was perhaps expecting the run of Sulanjana Raul. Beatrice hasn't been tested for the entirety of the first half, Keval.
Yes, I think that is something East Bengal coaching staff would be not happy with. I think at least they could have tried to test the goalkeeper once or twice. They had attempts, but they hit it over the goal. Meanwhile, we are now in the 4th minute of the added time. I think we have time. Whistle could be blown anytime soon. Here comes the long ball towards I think Fazila is there. Takes all her time. I think she's just trying to run down the clock. And it's a throw win for Gokulam Kerala. Gokulam are currently 2-0 ahead. And they don't have their feet in their own hands. And still they will try to win this game and finish the campaign on the second place. And that is the halftime whistle. And it's the halftime break here on the last match day for both these teams. Right now it's Gokulam Kerala leading by 2 goals to nil, courtesy of goals from Soumya in the 30th minute and from Sandhya Ranganathan in the 34th minute. As and also in the other match between Odisha and Kickstart, it is still it is right now 3-0, and also it is halftime in that match. And the stats for halftime for you: 15% ball position for Gokulam, 42 for East Bengal, 13 shots for Gokulam, 2 for East Bengal, 8 shots on target, none for East Bengal, and 2 fouls for Gokulam, 3 fouls for East Bengal, 8 corners for Gokulam, none for East Bengal, and 3 offsides for Gokulam, none for East Bengal. Not much to show for in that stats tally for East Bengal. Talking about shots, 6 of those shots from Fazila. Soumya with 3 attempts, one of those was a goal. Tangme with 2 attempts, one of that hitting the woodwork, and Sandhya with 1 attempt and 1 goal. Shilki with an attempt as well. A dominant display in terms of attempts by, I'm talking about East Bengal. Sanjida had an effort from outside, so was Sulanjana, who also tried her luck from outside the box and not tasting the goalkeeper bit tries there. And Fazila Kubit with 2 fouls for Gokulam Kerala. That team shooting that first half in and around the 18-yard box. East Bengal fouls Michelle with a foul, Sanjida and Seema, all of them with a foul each in this first half display. I'm talking about some action of the first half. In case if you missed it, Ratan Bala, today's captain for Gokulam. He started off, I think, a bit quiet. There was the early chance for Fazila in the very first minute. Gokulam had to wait for the chances, and Sandhya had this opportunity, but somehow she just could not sort her feet out. Soumya was really threatening throughout, I think, first 20-25 minutes. Always lively in that right flank, and she had the opportunities. This was the one she, I think, did well with her left foot, and hitting the woodwork there. I think Fazila hit the woodwork, and then Sanjida tried her luck from the range for East Bengal. Again, Fazila was there, won a corner, and I think so many chances for Gokulam throughout that first half. And this was the goal from Soumya, goalkeeper. I think Melody could have done better there. She was maybe flat-footed for that attempt. Soumya opened the scoring, and Fazila once again bringing out another spectacular save from Maruziano, who was impressive in that first half. And then Sandhya just guiding a header into the empty net. Goalkeeper had no chance there. Tangmay Grace also had opportunities. And Soumya also, this was a wrong decision from her. Could have played it to Fazila Kuput there. And Fazila had this, missing it just, I think, by 1 or 2 inches. Tangmay Grace with an attempt from the long range. Fazila once again making the goalkeeper work from that free kick. And then Shilki Devi also tried her hand at the goal, and that was the action of the first half for you. Gokulam Kerala are currently 2-0 ahead at the halftime break against East Bengal in this final match day for both these teams in this season's IWL. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half here at the EMS Sports Stadium in Calicut. As the final 45 minutes action await for both these teams, Gokulam Kerala, the three-time defending champions. I think they will be losing their crown in this season's IWL to Odisha FC women's team, who are currently 3-0 ahead and are on their way to win their first IWL title. Meanwhile, Gokulam are currently doing well in this game, 2-0 ahead at the half-time interval, courtesy of those two quick-fire goals around the half-hour mark by Soumya Kogulat and Sanjay Ranganathan. East Bengal currently making two changes, as it looks like, at the half-time interval. And Ojan has come on, and maybe another player as well. We'll have to check and confirm. And there it is, the Bengal team. Ojan Sanu, Herbasana, is also called Herbasana. I think plays in defense. There is Bit Rice. Ghanaian, who is in goal for Gokulam Kerala. And this game, as we are about to begin the second half action for you, to all of our viewers watching from wherever you are. And the second half starts. Change of hands in attack now, Gokulam. And their green and black will attack from right to left on your screen, and East Bengal in their all white will attack from left to right on your screen. Shivani going off, and Menka come on for East Bengal. And Devastana has come on in place of Binomala, who's just realizing, trying to give some minutes maybe to those players and try to maybe change the game substitution. Here is right now Gokulam with the position, and no pressure by the forward line of East Bengal. Now they have won the ball. They did well there to win the ball, but they need to keep the ball. That has been a big problem for them, as Gokulam has the ball. Again, that pass was just overhit, and it will be a throw-in, as I think throw-in will be taken by East Bengal, as this is the final 45 minutes of action for both these teams. And Junaid, I think you have been throughout almost all match days. How you have seen these two teams' performances, and I think this could be a chance here. I have to cut you off there. Soumya with what a shot, and Soumya scores one of the best scores of this season's IWL. What a strike that is! Just flash written all over it. Soumya Kogulat with her second goal, and take a bow for that strike from Soumya Kogulat, Junaid.
Well, that was a fantastic one. Soumya Gokulam. Talk about individual brilliance, and there's one for all of us to see. Gets it inside the box, gets it away, and takes the strike towards the target. Melody Chanu on that occasion had no chance whatsoever. Probably a tackle or an interception is what was expected of the fullback or the centre back over there, but Soumya Gokulam strike once again. Gokulam Kerala FC are 3-0 up. Confirmation of the changes. Shilki Devi made her way out, and Mukta Sabha replaces her. Coming back to your point, Keval, Gokulam Kerala enjoyed a brilliant season right throughout, barring a couple of games, and whenever they have scored goals in numbers. Odisha FC, of course, have been absolutely phenomenal right through. Been absolutely relentless. Hops have been decent. Have blown hot and cold. Hops FC as well as Setu. Hops, who started pretty slowly, losing first couple of games, and then from there on went on to score and win in Kolkata. That was the first goal that they scored and first victory in those 3 points for them against East Bengal FC. One of the brilliant results for Hops was an away victory against Kickstart. And that defeat to Hops for Kickstart sort of dented their chances towards the title race. Here's Soumya Gokulam again from the right, trying to set up. Timely interception there coming in from number 30, who's out there for the second half. 39, beg your pardon. Setu FC have had an average season. Finished on the 4th spot. 2 victories against Sports Odisha and 2 against East Bengal is what they managed, and then victory to Hops perhaps. Fazila and Melody Chanu having a bit of a go at each other. Seema goes long to try and find Sulanjana. Hits it on that occasion. Fazila was lurking for that delivery to come her way perhaps. Looks like one-way traffic on both games, Keval, because even at the Kalinga, there hasn't been the sort of response you would have anticipated from Kickstart. It's just one-way traffic for Odisha FC as well as for Gokulam Kerala.
Yes, that is the case for today's matches for both Odisha and Gokulam. I think Kickstart would be really disappointed because they were in the title race, I think, around 2-3 match days ago. Meanwhile, Fazila is here for Gokulam in the attack. Here is Tangmei Grace, but is dispossessed. Pushing now with East Bengal. Can they do something with it? Tries to find maybe Sulanjana Rao. Sulanjana Rao has some space to work with. Finds a pass to Sanjita. Sanjita has no options there and is dispossessed. Again, a wonderful bit of defense there from I think left back of Gokulam. And here is Petras. We haven't seen her make any saves so far. Has been a spectator in this first 51 minutes of play. It's Martina. This is back to teammate. Back to Martina. Has that wonderful range of passing, that long range passing that she possesses. And Ashalta Devi finds really good pass to Fazila. Has an opportunity here and tries the shot, and wonderful save from Melody Chanu with I think her right leg one-on-one, and somehow Melody Chanu makes that brilliant save. I think you would expect Fazila to score there, Junaid.
Well, that was a brilliant ball first up, and then Fazila Iqbal getting to the end of it, and then could have done better slightly. So we've seen the sort of finishes from Fazila. Here's Dangmei Grace. Opened up nicely for her. Can she get the strike away? She did eventually, but looked like it took the deflection and went towards Melody Chenu, who had it covered. Chances will come thick and fast if you try and put some pressure on the back line. Still got a lot of firepower sitting out on the bench. Manju Tamang not starting. Muskan Subba has got some time. Sanjita, beg your pardon, Sindhi. For East Bengal, we haven't seen Sulanjana Rao and Sanjita Akhtar on the ball enough to try and change things around. An odd ball has come towards them, but nothing has been linked up properly with the midfield. just been defense right throughout. Beatrice would love to maintain her clean sheet, her fourth clean sheet individually this season. As a team, they have managed six so far. Gokulam Kerala, two each for Payal Basure as well as Soumya Narayanaswamy. Teams like Sports Orissa, East Bengal FC, of course, will take a lot of learning from this season and come back pretty strongly in the next one. Pretty young sides. We've got a lot of the under 18s, under 19 India players as well. East Bengal FC. They can put in some work behind these girls. In a couple of years' time, they will be right up there with one of the best teams in the IWL. Chipped in the air by Ashalata to find Fazila. Ekwapu takes it away from the defense. Well, took a touch too many on that occasion, Keval. He was in with a brilliant opportunity there. Could have taken the shot first up, maybe. 1, 2, 3, and there's Gokulam through Fazila Ikwaput. Dangme Grace finds a run of Soumya Gogulut. Good touch there, perhaps the second one letting her down. One hour mark here at the EMS Corporation Stadium in Calicut. Gokulam Kerala FC have had it pretty easy. 3-0 is what the scoreline reads, and still no response coming in from East Bengal. And confirmation of the scoreline at the Kalinga Stadium is 4-0 in favor of Orissa FC. A thunderous strike coming in from Kartika Angamutu from just at the edge of the area. Brilliant ball for Fazila Ikwapu. Chance now, gets it around the goalkeeper. Fires it home for 4-0. Gokulam Kerala and Orissa FC are matching each other goal to goal on the final day here at the EMS Corporation Stadium. What a strike that was. Brilliant ball coming in. Fazila Ikwaput
Goal for Gokulam
goes
Kerala
around
FC by
Melody
jersey
Tanu.
number 10, Fasila Ikwapu.
Came off the lines. Gets the shot away, and that celebration to round it off. They might not get their hands on the trophy, but the performance here today has been worth celebrations. Brilliant goal, a brilliant strike coming in from Fazila Ikwapu there, Keval.
Wonderful through ball first up, and then Fazila doing what she does the best, scoring past the goalkeeper. Her 13th goal of the campaign, and Gokulam's overall 32nd goal of this IWL campaign. They are the top scorers in this IWL, and despite Odisha scoring 4 goals in That game still Gokulam matching it today with 4 goals in this game. And right now, I think it looks like it will be a comfortable win here for Gokulam, but they will miss out to defend their IWL crown for the first time. They won it 3 seasons in a row, except that one season where COVID happened, so we don't count that one in. And for the first time, it will be a different name on that trophy other than Gokulam Kerala in I think in the span of more than 3.5 years in IWL. And the champions Odisha, of course, will play the FC Women's Champions League, the first proper tournament that will happen. The other tournaments happened was more of a pilot edition, and the first time it is going to happen later in the year around the October time. And I think good times to come for the likes of Odisha. This is a wonderful through ball, and I think the offside given against Soumya. And talking about Odisha and Gokulam, I think how big of an impact Indumati's transfer from Gokulam to Odisha has been throughout this IWL, Junaid, for you.
Well, it's been a brilliant, especially if you're an Orissa FC fan, because she has been brilliant with her distributions right throughout the campaign. We've been talking about it, stressing about it way too much, but she's been that sort of a player. Indumati Kathuresan has led from the front whenever she has played, or perhaps has started in the 11. Has sat out the first few games. Maybe it was due to injury concern or not being 100% fit. But then whenever she has started, she's been absolutely threatening. Even in the last fixture they faced against East Bengal FC, when things weren't going easy for them. Here's a chance now. They get one back through Sulanjana Raul. East Bengal FC have got 1 goal back. That was completely against the run of play. First good opportunity presented. And Sulanjana Raul gets it into the back of the net. Wasn't expected. This defense of Gokulam have been absolutely brilliant right throughout. Ball coming in from their from the right half, Sanjida Akhtar. Petris was off the lines to try and pouch that. Sulanjana was there first, gets a touch to it and smuggles it past the net. There's Dangme there, hits it over. Didn't see that coming, Keval, because in those 65 minutes, we haven't seen. Well, before I get to Keval, the confirmation of the goal from Orissa FC versus Kickstart. It's a 5-star performance for the girls from Orissa. Linda Com getting her second, and the game that was finished up in the first half, Orissa FC are just enjoying at the moment. Yari Papa there with a setup, got the cross in that game, and then Linda Com from just outside the 6-yard box, getting a good finishing touch to it.
It looks like right now the Odisha players are just enjoying themselves and are just putting on a show there at the Kalinga. And here, Gokulam are 4-1 ahead. East Bengal getting that 1 goal back. I think goalkeeper Petras could have done better on that goal. I think he was in 2 minds whether to come out for that crossing, whether to make a save. And I think that is what ultimately cost that goal. And Gokulam conceding a goal after I think more than a month. Last time they conceded versus Odisha here at Calicut, that was in the first minute. It was Indumati who scored that goal, but Gokulam went on to come back from behind and win that game against Odisha. And now talking about IWL title in general, Odisha are winning it in some style in today's game at Kalinga, Junaid. As Gokulam are doing their job, but it won't be enough. They will finish in the second place after almost 3.5 years in the IWL league table.
Well, it has been some domination from these girls from Kerala. There's a Fazila Kapoor there, but Melody Chanu spotted that one quite early and came off her lines and negotiated well in the end. There's been some sort of performance in the last 3 years from Gokulam Kerala FC. Winning 3 titles back to back is no easy task, and they have done it with ease. Of course, Anthony Andrews has been absolutely pivotal, put in hard yards with the team, built a very strong team. We've had the likes of Manisha Kalyan before, who went out to Europe, then Sabitra Bhandari, who's been an all-time top scorer for in the IWL, of course, being the top scorer for Gokulam Kerala FC as well. Not being the part of their setup for the first time, and they had some big shoes to fill. Took time in settling, and that maybe, just maybe, has cost them the trophy this season. Apart from those draws, there wasn't anything to choose between them and Orissa FC. Of course, Orissa FC have got some absolute quality players in their setup. Gokulam, of course, is not too far behind. There's a run coming in from the left there for East Bengal. Cut out by Kritina. Dangme Grace on the ball. Overlapping run coming in from Somya Gogulat. Nandya Ranganathan. Somya back on the ball. Lobbed it towards Muskan Subba. Was coming in from an offside position. Sort of a lesson going forward for all the teams participating anywhere, Keval, because when you are starting, when you have seen those big players missing in your setup, then you have to try and get things sorted, maybe, and get things right before the first game. And Gokulam took maybe a couple of games to get into their stride and started to perform from there on. That has cost the title for them, and it's going to come. It's going to be a comeback. They will come back strongly next season. Make no mistake about it. But that dream run will end today. Is the woodwork again? From a distance, just now. Couldn't quite get it on the follow of Somya Gogulat. Melody Chanu has remained on the ground.
Yes, Melody is down there on the ground. As we were talking about the changes in the Gokulam setup, Sabitra Bhandari going to Europe, and one or two other players, Indumati moving as well. I think those early, that draw against C2 and that draw against Quick Start here at home, ultimately coming back to haunt them. And I think they will come back stronger, as you have seen, because with
Substitution for
Anthony
Gokulam
Andrews as
Kerala.
coach, I think Gokulam have one of the
Jersey
best
number
coaches
30,
in current Indian football setup, and they will definitely come back stronger
Dynamite
next
Grace,
season. And we
replaced
will
by
expect
jersey number
some new
15,
additions as well
Sonia.
in the Gokulam setup as they continue to be the standout team in women's club football in the Indian women's football circuit. And I think a lot of teams can learn a lot from Gokulam Kerala from like last 4 or 5 years, how they have done the recruitment, how they build up the relations between the players from different backgrounds. I think a case study for a lot of the other teams who wants to be like Gokulam Kerala in the maybe next 4 or 5 years in Indian women's football. Meanwhile, the
Bit of a
drinks are being
breather and
taken here.
drinks break. Opportunity for both the coaches to have a quick word, perhaps, and game is gone, but it's just about playing out those 20 minutes now, not conceding anything as far as East Bengal FC are concerned. It's a pretty young team. All these teams are quite young. Hops, of course. A lot of under 17, under 19 players in their setup as well. Setu, East Bengal, the likes of Sulanjana Raul. They finished second at the Kanishri Cup this year, losing out to Sri Bhumi in the final. Much better was expected of them, but hasn't been their season. East Bengal FC. They've had the support of their fans right throughout their campaign, especially at home in Kolkata. Love to come back strongly the next season. Meanwhile, Melody Chanu still down. Beatrice would be a bit gutted that she couldn't quite get the clean sheet today. Martina, Kritina, a little while back on your screens. Getting a game today. Here's the Gokulam bench. The support staff and the players are starting out on the bench for this fixture. Alright, Melody is back on her feet and is ready to go. 16 minutes is what we are left with. There's no coming back in either of the fixtures today. Teams have done their job. Probably done what was expected of Gokulam and Odisha FC. Here's a lovely take again from Gokulat, trying to release Fazila Ikvaput first up. Here's Sandhya Ranganathan on the ball, takes a strike. Way off the target on that occasion. Still a quarter left in this fixture. Chance for Fazila Ikvaput and the likes to get something into their bucket. Still with Gokulam. Cut out by Michelle there. Balls to Sathi. Stepped up in the midfield. On the turn was Sindhi. Sathi Depra leading this side. Martina. Element of control for Gokulam Kerala FC now. Scored 4. Some cushion to have in your final fixture. Here's a Fazila now with a chance. Try to lob it over the keeper to try and get to the end of it. Looks like Melody Chanu got a touch to it. Yes, there you see Melody stopping it with both hands probably, and the spillover went towards her left, and Fazila couldn't quite reach it in the end. Confirmation of the scoreline coming in from the Kalinga Stadium. It's a brilliant hat-trick for Linda Com. Gets her third of the game. 6-0 is what the scoreline reads there. The girls from Odisha Cable, they just can't stop scoring. Scoring goals for fun at the moment.
Linda Com, what a performance she has put in that game at Kalinga. And if I'm not wrong, Junaid, this is the most emphatic win Odisha has had in this IWL. They have blown away kickstart from, I think, the first whistle in the game, and are putting in a show to remember for their fans. I think they will remember all of us and all the fans were thinking about the title race, but Odisha players had different thoughts in their mind. They are putting in a show to remember for all the fans of Indian football and their fans in this last match day and the last league games there at Kalinga.
Well, that's right. And the reverse fixture between Odisha and Kickstart. Odisha were frustrated in Bengaluru. They wanted those 3 crucial points there, but Kickstart defended brilliantly in that game and could salvage a point. And today at their home turf, they've had it pretty easy. Like you pointed out, from the first whistle, Kickstart were blown out. Much better was expected from Kickstart FC. They've been a better team, much better than what they have displayed today. Of course, there is a major missing in their midfield for Kickstart FC. There's no Preeti Rai there, who's been absolutely phenomenal, but instrumental for them. She hasn't played after the WAF Championship. Here's Fazila. As the run of Gokulam there, trying for a reverse pass perhaps. Put out by Sarita. Well controlled and back pass towards Martina there. Ashalata on the ball. Here's Somya trying to drill one through to find Muskan Subba. Hurled away by the defense. Sanjida gets a couple of touches. Trying to get it away from Asim Roja. 10 minutes still to go here at the EMS. Brilliantly done again by Ashalata. Here's Sandy with some space to work with. A brilliant tackle coming in from the skipper, Sathi Debrat. Hurls it out for a throw-in to Gokulam Kerala.
Also, Junaid, in the past, players from the likes of Gokulam Kerala, Manisha Kalyan, Jyoti Chauhan, who played for Gokulam, also Soumya, I think 2 seasons back, made their move from Indian Women's League to European football after impressing in IWL. I think we might see some more players making that move, maybe towards Europe or maybe towards other leagues after impressing in these seasons IWL. I think a lot of other teams will be keeping a close eye on a lot of the top performers from each team in this IWL season, Junaid.
That's right. It's been that stepping stone for a lot of the players. Like you mentioned earlier, Somya Gogulat is out there in Zagreb, beg your pardon. We've mentioned Savitra Bhandari, we've mentioned Malisha Kalyan. There's Kajal D'Souza out there in Spain. I've seen some performance from the likes of Gladys, Federica, of course, Indumathi Katures and Pyari, Fazila. Pretty sure they all have that aspiration to try and make their mark in Europe as well if they get an opportunity. Corner, meanwhile, for Gokulam Kerala. Ashalata goes through with a strike. Ashalata well held in the end by Melody Chanu. There's some green shirts arriving with some force there to try and follow up on the spillover. Melody Chanu ensuring that it was pretty safe in the end. Fazila. Driving run inside the box. Soumya Gokulam takes the first catch, gets the strike away. Tantalizingly close. Diving full length to her left there. Sandhya Ranganathan makes her way out. What a season it has been for Sandhya Ranganathan. Darshan is on the pitch.
Substitution for Gokulam FC. Jersey number 9, Sandhya, replaced by jersey number 28, Darshini.
Cut off by Ratanbala. Here's Ashalata. Taking a few strides. Shifts it towards the right. Soumya Gokulam trying to give it back to Ashalata there. Cut out by Seema. Back with Kritina. Here's Martina now. With her first touch. Asha again. It has been an impressive performance from Gokulam Kerala, especially after those early 20-25 minutes or so, Keval. Couldn't quite get the finishing touch in those initial minutes, and from there on, once they got that first goal in, they've never looked back and have scored consistently.
Yes, they have done well. Have created chances, so many of them in the first half, and as you said, after scoring that first goal, I think they haven't looked back. And if Fazila could have taken maybe one or two of her chances, the scoreline could have been maybe more emphatic in favor of Gokulam Kerala. But still, 4-1 is not a bad scoreline to round off your season. And I think a lot of Gokulam Kerala players will be from inside knowing that they have missed out on the title, but I think they need to be professional as they know that it was not in their control, and they have put in a performance of team that you would expect. Oh, there's a good header this from Soumya, but it is really wide. For a moment, I thought maybe the angle is a lot closer to the goal, but it is well wide. And right now, 4-1 lead, and Gokulam Kerala once again will be getting another home win to end their campaign here at Calicut. As I think, as Andrews pointed out, the second half of the season has been really good. Just those two draws and that defeat early on, ultimately costing them the title. Meanwhile, attack here for Gokulam. In comes the shot. What a strike! Another brilliant strike in the game. And it's Muskan Subba with another gem of a strike as Gokulam score their fifth goal. Think about that for another brilliant strike. This time it's Muskan Subba with the goal grenade.
Well, brilliant, fantastic, phenomenal. Muskan Subba from outside the box. No one to close her down. Probably nobody expected that she's going to shoot. Gets it wide from Melody Chanu and rattles the back of the net for the fifth time. It's been a five-star from the home side. And an opportunity now for some of the players sitting out on the bench to try and make it count in the last 4 minutes. Martina is coming off. Durga will replace her. Of course,
Substitution for Gokulam Kerala FC.
has made her way out.
Jersey number 6, Martina, replaced by jersey number 4, Durga.
What a performance it has been by Gokulam Kerala.
Replaced by jersey number 23, Baby Rante.
Baby Ralte has taken Soumya Gokulam's place. Muskan Subba with that strike, her first goal. And what a way to get your first on the final day. Didn't get enough chances, and whenever she has been called up for the action, She has been at it. Good to see some of the players sitting out on the bench, getting some game time in the final fixture. A good touch there from Muskan Subba. Fazila. Audacious attempt there. They would surely want to finish this off quite early now, Keval, because East Bengal FC, if it continues the way it is, they'll be probably conceding a couple more. Melody there trying to take a few seconds.
I think it is quickly awarded in favor of Gokulam Kerala. Maybe she got the ball with her hands outside the box and this indirect free kick awarded in favor of Gokulam Kerala. Another chance for them to, I think it's inside the box if I'm not wrong. We need to check it from where they're going to take this free kick. We don't have the luxury of the replay in this one. As Fazila is there, who will be once again looking to add another goal to her 13 goal tally. And I think other player is maybe Ratan Bala, still I'm not sure. Fazila with the strike, and it's a good save, carried out by Melody Chanu. Outstretched left hands, and she did enough to get that out for the corner. Another, I think Fazila was just trying to hit it with her side foot, just trying to place the ball there towards that left post. And again, Melody Chano is down. I think she is struggling at the moment. I think maybe it's time to make a change in the goal. I think that is what is, I think, one of the players is suggesting that. Maybe it's Christina, I think, suggesting to the bench. And I think throughout this season, I think a lot of players have impressed the Indian players, the young players. I think some of the players that might have stood out for you, Junaid, as you have covered almost all the match weeks in this IWL.
Well, from the 7 teams that have participated, Orissa FC, of course, tops the list with a lot of players impressing. But yes, if I have to pick out a few from there, Pyari Khakha, Indumati, of course, those are the established players. Linda Com, not to forget Grace Honhar, who's been pivotal in that midfield for FC. Shreya Hura has been top-notch, the best goalkeeper by a country mile in this season. From the teams like East Bengal, Sulanjana has been impressive. Scored 3 goals, but more than that, she hasn't received service from the midfield, and maybe that's one of the reasons we haven't seen the best of her. Sonia Marak, Anthony Andrews there. One from Kickstart FC has had a decent campaign as well. The likes of Neha Pooja for Hops. Karishma for Kickstart. There's a lot of talent. Consistently, if they keep playing at the highest level, then we'll surely see them making it to the national squad someday. Three minutes have been added on at the Kalinga Stadium, and 8 minutes here at the EMS Corporation Stadium. Seconds away are Orissa FC from being crowned champions for the first time ever. A lot of performance in that game for Orissa FC versus Kickstart.
Jersey number 50, Melody Chanu replaced by jersey number
It's
41,
left turned up.
Lulu.
Fazila Ekaput,
Jersey number 52,
clear
Sarita,
away,
replaced by jersey
defending in
number
numbers
60, Sushmita.
in these final minutes. Fulanjana Rao on the ball, driving it from the left. This girl has some pace to go with her. Well backtracked in the end by Kritina. Chalata. Just it quite early there. Muskan Subba has got help arriving. Does well in the end. Lobs it towards Fazila. Good first touch. Can she get the strike away? Didn't quite get that shot. Again, taking a couple of touches there and give enough opportunity for enough time for Town to try and get that clearance in. Job well done in the end by Gokulam Kerala Cable. Came here with requiring nothing less than a victory and relied heavily on Kickstart to try and get their fourth title in a row. Hasn't been the way they would have liked.
It has been a professional performance from this Gokulam Kerala team. They knew before the start of the game that things are not in their hands. They needed to at least put in a performance and get the 3 points to end the season with the victory. As I think Anthony Andrews also pointed out that they needed to at least win this game and finish the season with a win. As he said before the start of the game, that was 27th attempt for Gokulam Kerala. That is how dominant they have been throughout this game. As I think Anthony Andrews pointed out before the start of the game, that the second half of the season has been really good, and I think we should expect a team like Gokulam Kerala to come back stronger. I think a lot of the players will be hurting after missing out on title on the last day, and I think this time chance for Fazila, maybe just that ball was just too hit, and I think they will make the comeback with maybe more players in the squad, and I think you just cannot rule out Gokulam Kerala from the Indian women's football with the history they possess, especially in last 5-6 years. They have been the standout team, and once again, despite not winning the league this season, I think they will be back more stronger compared to this season. Junaid.
Well, that's right, and that's what good teams do. Whenever they are down and out. Try and hit that. There's a chance now for Gokulam. Right, the news coming in from the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar, Orissa. Orissa FC are the crowned champions of this year's IWL 2023-24 season. They have dethroned Gokulam Kerala FC. They had to win the game, or in fact draw it, and what a performance. A stellar of a show for Crispin Chetri's girls. 6-0 is the full-time score there. Brilliant hat-trick from Linda Com. They were at it from the get-go, from the first whistle until the last. Good to see fans out there enjoying. Crispin is out there as well, jumping with joy. Indumati Katuresan, Shreya Hura. What a performance it has been from Shreya. Her 9th clean sheet of the campaign. 6-0 is the final score line. Linda with 3. Pyari Khacha with 2 goals. And of course, Karthika Angamutu striking a brilliant volley in the second half. Job done and dusted there at the Kalinga Cable. Orissa FC on the final day being way too strong for kickstart.
In comes a shot from Fazila. Oh, just wide. Yes, Odisha FC are now officially crowned champions of this season's IWL after winning 6-0. What a performance! One of the best they have put in this season. Linda Com with a hat trick, Pyari with 2 goals, and Kartika with a superb volley in the second half. And Odisha once again different team, another team that has won the IWL crown, except the likes of Setu and Gokulam. And I think Manipur police team also won, I think maybe 4 or 5 years back. And Odisha, I think they were the best team if you talk about all the match days and thoroughly deserve their win. As I think we are now in the last minute of this game, maybe Gokulam are trying to put an icing on the cake here in the remaining few seconds here, Junaid.
That's right, and can always come back strongly next year. Gokulam Kerala have got a very solid side. The core will still be there. We've had a very good signing in Fazila Ikfaput. Backline has been brilliant. The goalkeepers, Beatrice as well as Payal and Soumya, have been absolutely marvelous. It's just been those one of those seasons perhaps wherein they couldn't quite take the initiative. Yes, Fazila couldn't quite give a finishing touch to that. It opened up nicely for her. Good run there, but keeping it way too straight to her liking. One few seconds here at the EMS in Calicut, the very ground where it all started back on 8th of December 2023. Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Ahmedabad had been lucky for Gokulam Kerala. Brilliant show, brilliant performances for the last 3 years. Sashalata still keeps it, gets it to us. Muskan Subba, who turns and takes the strike. Gets the deflection of Michelle and goes out for a corner. And that's the time we have, says Ruba Devi ji. They got the job done in the end, but will be disappointed with the overall result. Gokulam Kerala FC, Orissa FC have dethroned them from the spot they held for so long. 3 times champion, came into this competition as the defending champions. And we have new crown holders for this year. Orissa FC have got the job done at the Kalinga, and Gokulam Kerala will have to be satisfied with the second spot. Here's how the stats panned out for the 90 minutes. 56% of the ball to the home side. 13 shots with 17 on target. 44% of the ball with 3 shots, just 1 landing on target. Just one-way domination right throughout. 13 corners falling to Gokulam Kerala with 5 offsides. Nothing much to showcase for East Bengal FC. 30 shots, 14 falling to Ikvaput alone. Gogulat with 7, Dangme Grace with 3, Muskan Subba with 2 shots, converting one of those into goals. Sandhya with 2 and managing 1 goal, and Ashalata with a lonely strike as well. Sulanjana with 2 and converting one of those 2 into a goal, getting it 1 pass behind Beatrice Sanjida with 1 strike from outside the box. 2 fouls conceded. Fazila Ikvaput being the guilty party on both occasions for Gokulam. Five fouls in total for East Bengal FC. Cindy, Michelle, Sanjida, Rima and Wabisana conceding 1 each. That's the standings. Odisha FC wins for the first time. 31 points from their 12. Gokulam Kerala with 29, missing out by a couple of points. Kickstart finished on the third place. Setu on fourth. Hobbs on 5. Just 1 point being the difference in between those two sides. East Bengal FC on 6th place with 4 points. And right at the bottom, Sports Odisha with just a couple. And in case if you have missed out on the action, here's how it panned out. Started a bit slowly. Somya Gogulo there getting a couple of good opportunities in the first half. Sanjida from outside the box. Sonia again there, clipping it over. That was the first of the 5 which were about to come. Ratanbala again, beautiful setup. Sandhya Ranganathan getting a deft touch to it and getting it over. Langme Grace hit the woodwork as well. And then this one, try to place it towards the right of the goalkeeper. Melody Chanu does well in the end. Shilpi with a thunderous strike and Melody just getting it wide and saving the day on that occasion at least. And then this one from Somya Gogulam. Beating Melody Chanu with ease. Got 2 goals. Fazila Ikvapur, beautifully done. Quick feet, delightful touches, goes around the keeper and blocked it home. Sulanjana getting one back for the visitors. Up it was for Gokulam Kerala. Were tried, players sitting out on the bench. Of course, Anju Tamang wasn't involved for this fixture. Muskan Subba finishing off beautifully from the set piece. Fazila Ikvapur again trying her luck, trying to place it perhaps. So that's the time here at the EMS Corporation Stadium. 5-1 is what the scoreline reads. Gokulam Kerala on the day being way too strong to East FC. And unfortunately for Gokulam, they come second best. This dethroned for the first time in 4 years. And what a performance it has been overall. It's been a great time calling this whole campaign from here in the commentary box. Your commentator Junaid along with my co-commentator Keval Teter signing off.